Hey, so I just wanted to share some learnings that we've had at Belvista Studios. So something we've been looking at is UX, and through our research of UX and through some meetups that I've attended, I've really noticed the importance of consistent design. So I thought I'd just share with you how you can use it for your e-learning modules if you're looking to become an instructional designer or improve your skills. A great way to look at it is thinking about the apps that you have on your phone. So there may be certain apps that you're really used to using and you may not even think about how you use it. So it could be Instagram or Facebook, and you just automatically know exactly where to click on those apps because you've used them before, and it may be consistent with other apps that you've used. So I've been thinking about that in terms of e-learning. So when we create e-learning courses, do we put buttons where buttons usually are on apps? Do we display text where it should be or where it would be on a website? Because when you think about it, when you visit a website, sometimes it's a lot easier to navigate it than others. So some websites, for example, online shopping websites, most of them will have a cart with a shopping cart on the top right. There'll be women's and men's across the top, and then you can click into the different clothing. It may be separated by, say, jeans, t-shirts, skirts. And you just know that that's what you'd expect if you were to visit an online shopping website. Whereas if you went to a website that was online shopping, but it was completely different, the cart was on the bottom left, you didn't know how to access the clothes, it wasn't across the top bar, you'd potentially get frustrated and may not use that website, you'd probably go for something else. So when we design e-learning, it's really important that we think about the processes that are out there and the apps that are already designed out there in the world and design it in a way that aligns with that. Okay, so I'm just going to go through some ways that you can do this. I've written a blog on this and I thought I'd go through each of the subjects or topics that I wrote about. So it's some really practical takeaways that you can do to make your e-learning design consistent. So the first thing that you can do is incorporate consistent branding. So if you have a library of e-learning courses in your organization or a library that you're building for a client, make sure that they're all similar in the way that the navigation bar is set up and the way that they look, so that when learners see that e-learning course, they can recognize it instantly, know that it's part of the organization that they work for, they've completed one that's similar to it before, the navigation's the same so they don't have to think too much about how to progress through the course. So a great way to do this is to create an e-learning template. So whatever authoring tool that you're using, just make sure that you can create a template that's really consistent that you can use for a variety of courses that you create. So the second thing you can do is look at what apps or websites are already out there in the world. So have a look around, have a look where certain buttons are placed. If you think about if you're on a website and you wanted to go exit, it would be the top right. So you think about your window of a web browser or a screen on your computer, and the top right would be exit. So potentially for your e-learning course, you could have the exit button on the top right. And just have a look, there's lots of different app designs out there. So if you look up modern app designs, you can see all the different ways that apps are formatted and are displayed. And through going through those apps, you can come up with some consistent themes or consistent places that the buttons are put. And you can use that to create a course that people will hopefully be more familiar with than one that you just make up. So I just wanted to finish this video by sharing a quote with you that I think really represents what I've been talking about in this video. So consistency is one of the most powerful usability principles. When things always behave the same, users don't have to worry about what will happen. And I think that's really important because when users are using your e-learning module, they shouldn't have to think too much about how to progress to the next page, about how to reveal a certain layer, how to find the help menu. It should be really obvious and they shouldn't really have to try and figure it out. So I think that quote's a really great thing to follow when you're designing. Always think about how can I design in a way where the user doesn't have to think about how to navigate and they can focus on the learning objectives. So that's it for this video. I really hope it added value to you and you enjoyed it, and I hope you have an awesome day.